Factsverse presents Conspiracy Theories That Make You Think They Could Be True. There are conspiracy theorists all over the world who love to try to put holes into historical and current events that have occurred to make people wonder if these events were real or if they were hoaxes. Many people hear these conspiracy theories and they laugh them off. However, there are some people who feed into these conspiracy theories. There are sites all over the web where conspiracy theorists post their stories and ideas. Conspiracy theories existed well before the Internet was invented. People used other methods to spread their conspiracies, such as private radio stations, television, and newsletters. The existence of William Shakespeare. Most people know that William Shakespeare existed and that he wrote plenty of amazing plays. Most high school and college students are assigned to read his books as part of the curriculum. There have been plays and movies based on Shakespeare's works. There are, however, some conspiracy theorists who believe, or they want others to believe, that William Shakespeare never existed. To get people to believe this, they have come up with numerous theories about him. There are conspiracy theorists who believe that he could not possibly have written all of his works because of his education level. He didn't come from a noble family, therefore his family couldn't afford a good education. There are people who believe that he had to have some help to write. Well, there are also people who believe that he wasn't a writer at all. These conspiracy theorists believe that William Shakespeare was just an actor who acted in the plays that were written not by Shakespeare but by someone else. Most people believe that William Shakespeare was a writer and he wrote all of his plays on his own. That doesn't stop conspiracy theorists from trying to poke holes in his story, though. Adolf Hitler. Most people have heard of Adolf Hitler. He was a horrible man who caused the Holocaust and made sure that millions of Jewish people were persecuted simply for their faith. Most people also know that on April 30th, 1945, on his wedding night, he and his new wife committed suicide in his underground bunker. Hitler's body was found and then identified. Even though there was concrete proof of his death, there are many conspiracy theorists who have tried to poke holes in this story. These people are trying to poke holes in the story to rewrite history in the way that they believe or in the way they want people to believe. There are some conspiracy theorists who believe that Hitler never went to that bunker. These people believe, or they say they believe, that Hitler fled to Argentina where he hid out for years. Later he moved to Brazil. There was even a book written about this conspiracy theory called Hitler in Brazil. In the book, the details when, how, and why Hitler fled. According to the book, Hitler went to Brazil in seek of treasure. Sounds completely ridiculous, however, there are people who actually believe this story. More recently, there was a story going around that Adolf Hitler has been alive and well all this time. These people are saying he just recently died in 2017, and suicide had nothing to do with it. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy. On November 22, 1963, John F. Kennedy was in his motorcade with his wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, and he was shot and killed. Since then, there have been plenty of conspiracy theories regarding who actually shot Kennedy. The world knows that Kennedy was shot by a man named Lee Harvey Oswald, and he's the only one in on the plot to assassinate the president. Since then, conspiracy theorists all over the world, and even a few celebrities, have different ideas about who actually killed the president. Some people believe that the Soviets were in on it because there was evidence of a connection between Oswald and the USSR. Oswald met his Russian wife while in the Marines, and he visited Russia twice with his wife to see her family. Conspiracy theorists believe that the Russians told Oswald to do it. Some people believe that the mafia was involved. The mob was invested in casinos and lucrative investments in Cuba. Some say that Kennedy botched the Bay of Pigs invasion, which ended any chance of organized crime moving to Cuba. This is said to have angered them so much that they had him assassinated. The most ridiculous theory is that Lyndon Johnson did it. He was sworn in after the death of President Kennedy, and these theorists believe that he had Kennedy killed so that he could be the new leader of the country. These people have even posted photos of Johnson soon after. They made it so that the expression on his face would lead people to believe that he was happy about Kennedy's death. Aliens. The most common conspiracy theories that make you think they could be true is aliens. For decades, there have been theories about the existence of aliens. There are many people who believe these theories. There is a place in Hooper, Colorado called UFO Watchtower. People believe that it's a place where a number of extraterrestrial sightings have occurred. There are people who believe that in Roswell, New Mexico, far out in the desert, there is a place called Area 51. They believe that this is a government building that houses alien spacecraft that have crash-landed on Earth. Some even believe that there are aliens there who have been captured. To this day, there is no proof that Area 51 actually exists, but that doesn't stop people from believing in the conspiracy theory. What's your favorite conspiracy theory? Tell us about it in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe for more.